item in the paper, which I have a copy of, thank you very much, to my friends at the table there. It was a miracle that brought me into the homelessness movement. I was in a prayer group over in the United Kingdom, and an 85-year-old lady there and a group of others were praying over me, and they affirmed that I would be involved in a new ministry back in Australia. Now, I had no idea what they were talking about, but I soon found out because a month later, at our church council meeting, we had a representative of ATOG there speaking to us about the homeless people living underneath the church. And he finished up by saying, "What are you doing about it?" And the answer was, "Nothing." So he demanded that somebody take the responsibility for looking after these people. And Muggins here stood up and I said, "Yes, I'll take on that responsibility." So there you go. The Lord spoke to me on that night at that meeting, and he spoke to nobody else because we discussed it afterwards. And further to that, I found myself working with 25 representatives of Mackay who were servicing the homeless people. And I had several meetings with council at that time, along with my minister, and they were very cooperative about what we were about to do. So I've got to thank council first for allowing me to conduct that ministry over a 10-year period. So I basically had freedom of the city, and we did a lot of activities with the homeless people. The words escape me. I've got notes in my phone, but of course it's not in my hand, is it? So I do have to salute the Yulbera people. Because I found myself working with the street children, a lot of whom were Indigenous. And that really set my heart on the ministry, and I worked with two groups of people, the adults and the children. And my experience, I've got to thank for those from settling down to all of the other. I've got them listed on the phone book, of course. No, it's in my pocket. So we'll have to forego that. But I owe my success during that period to the current groups of people, mostly funded by the federal government through the state government, and we made great progress over those 10 years, and we handed over the reins to Orange Sky, who continue to this day to counsel, well, we're not allowed to use the word counsel, the whole conversations with the homeless people, and to wash and dry their clothes while they chat. And the emphasis is on the chat, because homeless people don't get the opportunity to chat with society, because they are seriously shunned by general society. So I better stop now, because Frank suggested that he'll call security if I talk too much.
Before you go, Don, we'll get a photo for yourself, the mayor himself, and the two runners-up, and the trophy. So, great video in there.
And while we're having those photos, in a moment we're going to present the cheques to charity, which was $3,000 each to 3 local